Kids with guns, kids with guns, taking over. Probably won't be long. They're mesmerized. Skeletons. Kids with guns, kids with guns. Easy does it, easy does it. They got something to say. Drinking now.
What's up, my YouTubies? It's Corzy. It's been like a couple days since we talked. Anyways, where was squad? Destroy buildings? Question mark? Shotgun classes? Question mark? I'm going to be talking about when and if you should be destroying buildings, and what classes should you be putting your shotgun on. And there's a whole bunch of factors that come into play for these questions, like what map, defense or offense, and what's your squad doing. So you kind of have to break it down based on those things. During this video, guys, like, this has got to be so fun to watch, because I mean, I played this game and yet I go back and watch it and I'm like, oh snap, oh snap, oh Corzy, you're dirty. Anyways, I don't know, I think you guys will enjoy it. It's just some pretty crazy stuff going on in this video. Sorry if my mic was really loud in the beginning. I just adjusted it. Alright, so when and if you should destroy buildings. My thoughts on that are, it's easier to defend a point if you arm it, if the building's intact. Like, if you're being defense, it's almost easier defense if they just destroy the building that's covering the demolition point, as long as it's one of the demolition points that when the building gets destroyed, it doesn't destroy the demolition point too. Does that make sense? And so at the points that we're at right now, A, actually I think if A is brought down, then A will be destroyed, but B, it's like a shed, and so you can destroy all the walls. Actually, I think you can do the same thing for A. Destroy all the walls, and so it's just like a vacant demolition point just sitting out in the open. It's easier for the defensive team to defend those when there's no walls or anything hiding the person arming the demolition point. Vice versa, for the offensive team, you want to leave those buildings intact. And I see a bunch of newbies flying around in the helicopter, like destroying the buildings and the walls and everything in it. No, guys, you want to keep that. If you're playing offensively, you want to keep the walls and the buildings by the demolition point, so you can sneak in there and they don't know you're in there, unless they're in that demolition point actually looking around, you know, checking around the corners and stuff. It's easier to arm the demolition point and to hide. And when the building's intact, you arm the demolition point, you tuck your ass up into a corner in the opposite room, or watching a doorway that leads into the demolition point with a shotgun or whatever weapon you're using, and just sit there and wait for people coming in to disarm it. It's as simple as that. If the walls aren't there, you can't do that. I'm talking in circles, I'm sorry. Shotgun class. And so when should you, or what classes I should say, should you put your shotgun on? Well, again, it depends on what your squad's doing, for one. So you get this check, you know, if you're rolling with your buddies on XBL or PSN or whatever, or on the PC, look at the bottom left-hand corner. You see those green names, and those are your squad, and you see the emblems next to the names. It'll show like medic or engineer or assault or whatever, the icons that represent those classes. And so if you see, obviously, if there's a bunch of snipers or something like that, and you want to do a shotgun, then be a medic with the shotgun. Remember that you can put the shotgun in any classes. It's extremely diverse. And so here's one of those situations where there's no walls, and so the only reason why I was able to go in and arm that demolition point, now the reasoning for me going in and making that decision to arm that is because that A was armed. And so with A being armed, the defensive team is going to be going, oh balls, like A's armed, so I need to get over to A and disarm it. They're not going to be looking over at B, and so I'm using that distraction to my advantage, go over to arm B. That's how that rolled out. What was I talking about? Shotguns and classes. I'm having a beer. Hold on. I'm thirsty. I feel parched. And so I personally, I like doing the engineer with the shotgun or the medic, but it depends on the game. In this game, vehicles aren't that big of a problem. And since I am offense, vehicles definitely aren't a problem. And so I'm going to be a medic class with the shotgun. So if any oh my guys, your panties just got wet watching that, didn't it? Like, holy balls. I'm saying balls way too much. I'm not into guys junk, but like, oh my gosh, I just beat out that sniper with my shotgun. Guys, if you haven't figured this out, the shotgun with the 12 gauge rounds, and then I put the magnum ammo on too, you know, what the hell, why not? You can shoot the thing across the entire map, and people don't realize this, and I really didn't want to give this secret out to people, because when I'm running around with the shotgun, and once I start getting over to like the 30 kill range, people on the opposing team are like, what the fuck? Oh, I dropped an F-bomb, sorry guys. They're like, what the F? Like, how is he able to kill me with it? And so they switch over to it, and like later in the game you'll notice that a lot more of the defensive team is playing with the shotguns. Happens almost every single game I roll with the shotgun. Nobody will have the shotgun in the beginning, but then once I kill them about 30 times, people go, let me try this shit out, and then they switch over to the shotgun. That's how that normally rolls out. It's pretty funny. But yes, you can shoot the shotgun across the whole map. That's why these videos are aptly named the sniper shotgun, because you can use this thing like a freaking sniper. I actually prefer using the shotgun for every single game, and only for the reason that I know when a kill should be a kill with the shotgun. The other guns, when you're just like, you know, shooting aimlessly, or, you know, just dumping a bunch of ammo, you don't know how many shots you put out. You don't know when the guy's gonna die or how much it takes to kill someone. At least I don't. It's hard for me to tell. With a shotgun, I know exactly how much it takes to kill somebody. Anyways, back to the classes and what you should do when you're deciding to what class should go with the shotguns. Don't be one of those douchies that do the shotgun in the sniper class and put mortar strikes on and just take out the demolition points from a distance. I know that's part of the game, I guess. Well, whatever, you guys can do whatever you want, but it really pisses me off. Like on Nelson Bay, for example, when you play that map, like every single time you play that map, and if you play this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's going to be like 4 or 5 snipers sitting off in the trees way off in the distance doing mortar strikes on the demolition points, and they'll take every single demolition point without arming it, and they'll just take it all the way up until the very end of the game, up to that last point, and then they can't destroy the building with their mortar strikes, and then they end up losing. It's just a big waste of time. For me anyways. Those newbies that just do mortar strikes off in the background. Oh my goodness, I just got sidetracked again. Excuse me while I have a drink of my beer. I feel parched again. So yeah, I'm using shotgun with the medic. I don't actually get that many revives. I personally feel more comfortable as the medic with the health packs. I don't know why, because this is a core match, and the core match is not a hardcore match. That's why it's called core match. And so your health regenerates over time. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the blood splatter, if you're playing hardcore, will actually stay at whatever state you're at. So if you have like 2% health and your screen's just like bloodshot, it'll stay at that. It won't correct itself. In a core match, it will revive. It takes a long time, but your health will slowly regain, and you'll heal yourself, and you'll heal your. Oh my goodness. You'll heal yourself, and you will hear a rapping noise, and that rapping noise signifies that you're all patched up and you're good to go. Are you guys watching the screen? Because I think it comes up right now where I hunker up next to the shed, and I give you guys an excellent display of how this gun can be used like a sniper. And also pay attention to all of the misregistrations. Even my fiance, when she's watching this game, there's times where the guy's, he's right in the center of my sights, and I pull the trigger and I don't get any registration. And then there's times where I'm shooting a little bit off of the guy and I get the kill. Doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's the connection. My connection is infamously gay. Look at this guy. This is awesome. I throw a nade and I'm like, this nade's taking too long. Bing! Shoot him with the shotgun. Don't even get the nade kill. Oh well. I think this video is going to be coming to an end soon, guys. I'm Corsi from GamingLegit. Please subscribe and rate my videos. Pay attention to part 3 coming up soon. I love you guys. God bless. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.